Hi everyone. A couple of points or considerations that we should be making at this time of the year during the corn cropping season in Ohio is keeping good track of growth and development in what we have out there in the field. This is an important process, in other words, staging, understanding where the crop is at stage-wise, since it is going to influence the different application that might be coming up down the road, like fertilizers or herbicides. Also, an important point is that the crop starting now is already defining yield components. And finally, if there is any kind of yield limiting factors or adverse stressors, stress events affecting the crop, knowing where the crop is at can give us a good idea of when or what might have happened to that field. Today I am in the Worcester campus at the replant decisions plot behind me. This is corn. We are looking at 5 different planting dates and also looking at different seeding rates in order to establish replant decision thresholds for the state of Ohio. In terms of progress, we have 4 planting dates that already went into the ground. Planting day 1, April 13th. Planting day 2, May 4th. And planting day 3, May 15th. The last planting date was only completed a few days ago. In terms of stage-wise, this is a plant example from our planting day 1. This is a plant that is at the B5 stage. And how do we know that? We always want to go back to the first rounded leaf on the corn plant. That's a unique distinction method. The first leaf in a corn plant is always rounded. Think about your thumb shape. So that's always leaf 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we already identified that the first planting date, April 13, was at the B5 stage. Let's look now at the second planting date. Second planting date, May 4th. This is a crop that is at the B3 stage at this point. We have the first rounded leaf, second and third. Again, we are only counting leaves that have a properly developed color. And finally, planting day 3, which is planted May 15th, we are looking at the B2 stage crop over here with the first rounded leaf on the right, and then this well-formed, well-developed leaf on the left. Now, the tricky part as we move further into the growing season is that we might start losing those key identifiers. The key rounded leaf in the bottom, we will start losing that due to weather, due to senescence. It could be freeze events, it could be flooding, it could be a simple maturation process of those lower leaves as the crop is growing bigger and taller. In those situations, there are 3 different techniques that we need to consider to keep good control, good track of growth and development. The 3 techniques are, first, the split stalk method. Once we have older plants, right now these ones are too young for that, but as the growth grows taller and bigger, we can split the stalk and count the number of nodes inside the stalk. Each node is associated with a leaf, except the last little bit in the bottom of the crown of that stalk. Usually there are 4 nodes stacked together, and the first differentiated node in the bottom of that plant is usually node number 5. First differentiated node is node number 5. Moving on, the second method is the paint leaf method. Normally we go out to plots and we will paint leaf number 5. Later on we will paint leaf number 10, leaf number 15 if necessary. Why do we do that? Well, 1 month from now, let's say early July, we will have lost a lot of those leaves in the bottom, and if we want to stage the crop, we will not be able to do it if we are not using one of those techniques. Finally, the last method is simply looking at growing degree day accumulation. we have a good idea of how many growing degree days it takes for a plant to produce one leaf. And we know that it takes more GDDs early in the season. It takes less GDDs later in the season. Right around the V10 stage, we start transitioning to fewer GDDs per leaf. Before that, from emergence to V10, we are using more GDDs per leaf. Usually 80 to 82 GDDs early in the season, 50 some GDDs later in the season. Let's do a quick demonstration of the painting leaf method. This is a plant that is at the B1, B2, B3, B4, B5 stage. Only 5 leaves have fully developed colors. You see that in those lower leaves there is already some damage going on. So that's why we need to come up and do a better, an extra step, I should say, to keep us on track on where is this crop at. In a couple of weeks, these 2 leaves wouldn't be here, yet I will have leaf number 5 with this nice paint mark. So next time we come and we don't have lower leaves, leaf 5 and then leaf 6, leaf 7, leaf 8, and so on and so forth. But right now, this crop right here is at the B5 stage, and we painted leaf 5 as our reference point.